Come on, kid, let me buy you a drink. You gotta learn to stand up and take your medicine like a man. It's getting on into drinking time. It's the golden hours, boy. Full of banjo dust and starry-eyed broads looking for a good time. What do you say, champ? Let's go on up to the Comstock for a party. How about it, folks? Let's go up to Virginia City. It's all on me, all on Elbow Johnson.
You sure you know where you're taking us? A lot of deserted-looking mountains.
Listen, honey, these old mountains helped the Union pay for the war against the South. Why, 100 years ago, this Comstock lode was crawling with miners from all over the world. Billions came out of the ground every month. Guess people living in the Comstock nowadays kind of wish they could go back. You know, living in the past ain't so bad when you think about it.
Hey, where's my money? Hey, she stole my money.
I didn't take his money.
You lying little creep, take your dirty paws off me.
Now, hold on just a minute, kid. That's about enough now. Now, my pal Wendy here is one of Madame Alda's best girls. She ain't no thief. Now, you just take it easy. You probably lost it out there in the street.
Okay, that stuff doesn't go in this town. You're 86, kid. Get the hell out of here. This bar money won't even pay for the drinks you ordered. Now go on, get. Mr. Maldov, this kid's trying to cause trouble. He's interrupting our music. Folks around here are trying to enjoy themselves.
He tried to pawn me, Mr. Maldov. Then he calls me a thief. Says I stole his lousy few bucks.
You are a liar. You're all a bunch of animals in here.
We don't treat ladies like that up here. We're civilized. We don't tolerate anarchy.
My sheep are more civilized than you.
Kill him. I'll get him. All right. Yeah. Knock it off. Yeah. Get him outside. I'll get him.
How you feeling now? That cold cloth help any?
Yeah, thanks.
Boy, they really work you kids over up here. When my students come up to visit me, I try to keep them out of the tourist saloons. Guess the bright lights and music are too much. The old lure of the Comstock.
You a school teacher?
I'm head of the anthropology department at the university in Reno.
I wanted to go to the university, but I had to stay and work on Dad's sheep ranch. Small. Before Mom and Dad died, they were saving up to go home to the Basque country and leave me tend to things. My life was always pretty well laid out for me. Just me and the land.
What's your name, son?
Eddie Echeverria.
Well, Eddie Echeverria, looks like your flock's waited up for you. Go on in now and sleep off that alcohol. You'll be all right by tomorrow. Maybe I'll look in on you.
Yes, sleep. Thanks, mister. Hey, how's all God's children tonight? Hello.
Dr. Clemens?
It was too dark. They pushed him out the door. I found him in the alley behind the bar.
I've heard those friends of Silverdale's are all members of a secret society.
The 601 came into existence in 1870. Pretty effective brand of frontier justice. But Silverdale wouldn't be mixed up in anything violent. After all, his money restored half the town. He's a respected historian. Come on, Mariposa, let's cut the daydreams and find Eddie. Looks deserted. This is where I left him last night. Eddie? Eddie?
Eddie?
Maybe he's in the hills with his sheep. Eddie! Eddie!
My God. Mariposa, get his blanket. He's been in shock. You'll be okay. We'll take you up to the lab for a few days and look after you. Don't worry, Eddie. I think we've all stumbled onto an amazing event. Almost incredible from a scientific standpoint. On April 21st, found half-formed embryo alive and breathing. Possibly the result of chromosomic breakdown and cross-fertilization. Incubation machine for transport to private test laboratory at Indian Flats, immediate priority. Witnessed by my research assistant, Mariposa de Quill, and Eduardo Echeverria, sheep rancher, near Mount Sugarloaf, Nevada.
Beautiful weather today, clear as a bell.
No smog up in these mountains, eh, Mr. Silverdale?
Tourists. Every year they come like locusts.
I say good morning, Charles.
Here's some papers you should sign.
Anything interesting happening on C Street?
Philip, you know how difficult it is for me to conduct business before breakfast. However, you might be interested to see some of our local citizens up early, soliciting the tourist dollar.
I don't know why you trust a woman like Madame Alta. She's really quite offensive. Couldn't we move her down in the canyon? At least she wouldn't be advertising on the main street of our town.
No, Philip. When I restored this town, when I published my first historical study of the Comstock, I insisted on absolute attention to detail. And after all, Madame Alda's grandmother founded her establishment in 1863. She's a very important detail, Philip.
At least she does contribute to our Historical Society's theater fund.
Yes, she does, Philip. Yes, she does indeed. Dr. Clemens seems to be hauling more equipment out to Indian Flats.
Morning, Doc. Where are you going so early in the morning?
Hey, that's the kid that tried to rough me up.
Take it easy, Wendy. Doc Clemens will take care of him.
Hey, Mariposa, when are you coming over to have your fortune told?
Pick it up, Eddie! Move!
It's gonna be okay, right, Doc? It's gonna live. It's not gonna die, Doc. It can't die. Do something!
Shh, quiet. We need oxygen, quick. Got to get it into the lab. I'll get the door. Come on, you two, move! Set it down here.
Here's the oxygen tank hookup.
Good. It's just nearing the empty zone. More pressure. Open it all the way. I think we've made it. Stabilize the pressure.
The pressure is stabilized at 79.6, Dr. Clemens.
He's gonna live. It's really a miracle.
We've been lucky, Eddie. I wonder how long it will be with
Eddie, I want you to let us keep this hybrid organism here, in my private laboratory. If we can keep it alive, it may provide the proof I need for a certain theory of cellular realignment that I've been working on since I came up here. As a matter of fact, I came out to this university from Cambridge precisely so that I could get up into these mountains and research some unusual fossil imprints that I found in the abandoned mines 1,500 feet under the earth. That's why I must ask you to keep this discovery top secret, Eddie. You understand, it's not only the safest procedure for the embryo, it's also in the best interest of the scientific community.
No, Mr. Barnstable. My property is definitely not for sale. Nor, may I venture to add, is that of my associates in the Comstock Historical Society Trust. This, of course, includes our leasehold on the mines, both here and in Gold Hill.
My client is a far-sighted and progressive man, Mr. Silverdale. He was one of the pioneers in the space exploration program. We must all move with the times, sir. $7 million, and we'll pick up your letter stock.
I think not, Mr. Barnstable.
10 million with options, Mr. Silverdale?
No, Mr. Barnstable. I hope I do not appear rude, but your world is so far removed from mine. I have dedicated my life to the restoration of this famous Bonanza Citadel. It has become a historical landmark. In 1874, Ulysses S. Grant spoke from this same balcony. Money cannot buy immortality, Barnstable. Each Sunday after church, we celebrate a little polite communion together. We dress in honor of this great old mansion's heritage. My associate, Philip Meldove, Christopher Barnstable.
Philip Meldove, I know the name. How do you do, sir?
Welcome, Mr. Barnstable.
Thank you.
Mr. Barnstable has been trying to buy the Comstock from me this morning, Philip. Hello, Florence. Nice to see you. Tom, how's the family? Madame Beaupuy, Monsieur Beaupuy, ça va? Mr. Barnstable is an emissary from the East. Or is it from the Reich tool and mining industries?
You are very well informed, sir. An amazing man.
The price of gold and silver is going up on the international market.
Yes, and our mysterious Mr. Reich would like to get his hands on our mining leases. Hey, Barnstable? We all know the expense of going to the lower level, but mightn't it be worth it if the price of gold was up? A little champagne, sir?
I hope these good people will be more anxious to do business than you, sir.
Good morning. Up early, Mr. Meldove? Beautiful day, isn't it?
That's one of the pleasures of living in the Comstock, Mike. Tell me, you turned up any interesting curios recently?
Nothing too much. Last week, found some interesting things, though.
What's that? What'd you find?
Sure can tell a lot about folks from the stuff they throw out into the garbage.
You better tell me damn fast, Mike.
Saw some funny-looking stuff. Funny smelling, too. It's wrapped up in a bunch of sheets. Must have been too soiled to send to the laundry.
Where'd it come from?
From docks, out in Indian Flats.
Listen, Mike, from now on I want a complete report on all waste from that laboratory. I've, suspected for a long time that something perverse has been going on up there. He's at it again. Oh, he's up to something, all right. Get that box, hurry! There's nothing but paper. Nothing but... Here. Look. Look at this glove. It's been eaten away by this foul-smelling stuff. The maniac has a dead body up there.
Lancaster. Come on up here. Here, come on. Up. That's it. Okay, Lancaster, now shut up. Come on. Here, chew on this. It'll calm you down. That's it. Get out.
Hey, Sheriff! Sheriff Gordon? Are you up there? We need some equipment. We're on our way to the lab.
I'm closed. I'm working on the county communication system. Mr. Silverdale wants it finished before the tourist festival.
I've got to get some electrical cable and some fuses for Dr. Clemens. He needs them tonight, and it's too late to make the supply house in Reno.
Hold it right there, Mariposa. Radio shop is off limits by order of the town council. Now, the cable's down in the yard. I know exactly where it is, but I'll get it for you. There. Now you can beat it out of here and let me get back to work.
Thanks a lot, Sheriff. Dr. Clemens said to put these on his bill. We really appreciate you taking time away.
Hey, who's that in the Jeep?
Oh, just a friend. Thanks again, Sheriff. I gotta get back now. The professor has a project tonight.
Looks like your friend took a hike down the canyon, Mariposa. Lousy damn weird kid. You got no respect, you hear me? I'm gonna get you for this. You little bastard. You weirdo!
I couldn't help myself, Mariposa. He thinks he's such a big deal. Walking around like he's the head of the FBI or something. He'd like to bug the whole town.
You're right, Eddie. Come on, let's walk up to Captain Story's monument.
Coming.
Look at this one, it's really clean. Come on, I'll take you to the monument. He was killed in an attack on Chief Winnemucca's Paiute Nation after the Civil War ended. Look, there's Sugarloaf, Eddie. It's where they rode into the Indians' Valley.
Hey, shouldn't we get that cable back to Doc Clemens?
Indians say they owe their origin to the marriage of a white wolf and a princess. The wolf turned into a rock at the summit of Sugarloaf Mountain. Madame Alta told me about it when she read my fortune.
Maybe I ought to get back and do some work.
You care about your flock, don't you? I mean, they're like your children.
It's hard to explain in words. I guess I like being alone in the mountains, close to the earth. When I had this vision, it seemed like the whole sky opened up, filling the barn with gold dust. And the sheep started moaning and spinning around my head. And I looked up, and the sky was on fire. Oh, it was beautiful, like in the Bible. And then this little thing was born, screaming before my eyes, lit up so bright it blinded me to look at him. You must think I'm crazy, being a scientist and...
No, I don't think you're crazy. I think something wonderful has happened.
Bone structure appears related to anatomy of ruminant mammals, constituting the genus Ovis bovidae, closely allied to Ovis aries. However, domestic sheep's wool appears to be growing only on lower portions of face and body. Weight, 47.6 pounds. Length, 51 inches. Response to injection of 1% aminosalicylic acid is atypical. Intravenous feeding continues. Respiration appears normal with still no apparent signs of physical activity. Body is immobile as if in a deep sleep. By our rational theory, the embryo should be dead. I think the time has come to advance it to the examining table.
What do you see this time, Madame Alta?
I see a great machine. It is a machine of science, a machine of death. You're sowing the seeds of your own destruction, my child. Strong psychic configurations hover over your every action. These mountains hold danger for you. Even as I speak, the ground trembles with evil. I can feel the vibrations here. They come from deep within the center of Mother Earth, through underground caverns.
I feel no danger, Madame Alta. Psychic phenomenon is an extension of natural law. A science, not superstition.
You have visited my grandmother, the miner's seeress. She lies in a silver-lined casket at the graveyard which looks out toward Sugarloaf Mountain. She has seen you there, making love to a boy.
Hey, how did you know that? No one was there that afternoon.
I've been warned by the spirits of 1,000 miners. Our air will fill with cinders. You must leave this place before you destroy us all.
Listen, Dr. Clemens' work is very important.
You and Doc have got to get out of here. You got to get out of here now.
Let me go, Alta. Please, I have to go now.
You think she really believed that crap, Alta?
Of course she believed it. I'm clairvoyant, remember? I see in the dark.
You want to keep operating up here, Alta? Can you find out what she's doing and why that kid is hanging around Clemens?
Stay here, Mariposa. These old tracks won't take us any farther.
Be careful. It's awfully dark. Lots of old loose rock.
Mariposa! Mariposa, I think I've found what we've been looking for. Mariposa! Mariposa, are you all right? Mariposa! My God. It's that same smell. It's phosphorus yellow. Mariposa! 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 Mariposa, my God!
Gas and I went lightheaded.
It's phosphorated gas. It still escapes from underground chambers. Come on!
The air smells good.
Yellow allotropic forms of phosphorus aren't necessarily poisonous. Its compounds are used in phosphate fertilizers, and it's a basic constituent of all plant and animal life. How you feeling now, Mariposa? Don't think we better go down there again without masks.
I'm okay now, Dr. Clemens. Thanks.
Normally, animals satisfy their phosphorus requirements by the ingestion of food. But an abnormal metabolism might require abnormally high quantities of the element. An interesting parallel between science and legend.
Legend?
In researching the myths which surfaced with the miners in the 1860s, I came across one recurrent story concerning a prehistoric animal. I would surmise at this time that there's a definite relationship between the yellow phosphorated gas in the mine chambers and the mine monster legend. And I see a further similarity to the substance the hybrid discharged when I took it out of the incubator.
Welcome, everyone, to Bonanza Days in Virginia City.
Well, Mr. Silverdale. How are you? Good to see you again.
I don't like this. It's a good thing we're dealing with him in our own way. I do wish we could be a bit more secure, Charles. There's an unhealthy element hanging around Madame Alta's. I don't like it.
Yes, Philip, I know. I've already instructed Sheriff Gordon to step up his surveillance program. He should be just about finished with the new communication system by now. Nice to see you. Dr. Clemens, in from Indian Flats for the festival. Hope to see you at the concert tonight. Bye, folks.
Something strange about all this, Cyrus. It doesn't feel right. The shooting, guns everywhere. I'm getting pretty fed up.
The whole game makes me sick, Alta. Let's walk down where it's cool. That's right. Lie down. Lie down. Dead dog. Good. Dead dog. Stay there. That's it. Shot my dog. Yeah. Murderer. You dog killer.
Look, I didn't mean to do it. It was an accident. You must have jumped in front of me when I fired. Look, you gotta believe me. I didn't mean to do it. Look, I'll make full restitution. Look,
All right, folks. All right, let's call it a day, shall we? The festival is over, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you for your understanding. Well, sir, you have just created a most unfortunate incident. The whole thing's quite nasty.
It was an accident. Look, I didn't mean to do it. Look, I said I'll make it up to the owner. Look, perhaps a donation to the Historical Society in his memory. Hey, Silverdale, look, these things do happen, you know. Well, it was just a damn dog.
This is a sad time for us all. For Sheriff Gordon, and for myself personally, I feel a deep sense of loss as a child confronted with the dark mystery of death. He was only a dog, but he filled our lives with joy and gaiety until a bullet struck him down. I ask you now to join me in a moment of silence for our friend. And to the Almighty we commit our friend departed, and commend his body unto the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection unto eternal life.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thanks. Thank you for coming. Thanks. I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thanks very much. Listen, thank you. Thank you kindly. Alda, thank you. Thank you very much.
Don't feel so bad, Mr. Barnstable. I saw the whole thing.
Telling you, you can't beat a German Shepherd for obedience. Playing dead wasn't nothing. That dog can do anything. Hell, he could probably get a job on TV.
You mean you went through this dumb charade for a dead dog that isn't even dead?
That's right. He's a fine dog. I shipped him down to my nephew in Albuquerque. You ought to like it down there. Gonna miss him, though.
Emissary from the Reich Corporation, Mr. Barnstable, if that's his real name, will be trying to buy up all mine leases in the county. I think we've successfully stopped him, without unduly alarming our citizens, of course.
Did you see that crowd yesterday? They wanted to tear him apart.
Who could sell his property to a man like Barnstable?
How nice. A sort of instant hate.
My grandfather, the one who brought the railroad across these lands, once said to me, Charles, events have a certain logic, a way of rolling down the mountains like an avalanche. Now, Alta, when we granted you a license, you agreed to abide by my decisions concerning outsiders. If we can stop Barnstable, Reich will have to deal with me. We must act now. No billionaire opportunist will own our lands. No cyanide, gold, and silver processing plants will pollute our air. In hoc signo, vinces.
Ah, looks like I finally bumped into the right place. Madam Malta, how about some of that Sierra beer you people drink up here?
It's a pleasure to entertain such a distinguished visitor, Mr. Barnstable. How about a shot on the house?
I think I could even go for one of those today.
It'll nip the dust out of that beer.
That's good. Hey, nice place you got here. I even tried to book accommodations, but I found you only take short-term guests.
We're a regular little oasis, Mr. Barnstable.
Scotch.
Why don't you have him join us?
Philip, Mr. Barnstable would like to have you join us for a drink.
I don't drink with men like Barnstable.
After you get off tonight, why don't we go into Reno and pull on a few slot machines together, huh?
Don't you have women of your own.
Come on, man. Now, wait a minute. This thing's gone far enough. Now, look, I said I was sorry about the dog, and I really meant it. I even went to his funeral. Now, look, Philip. All I want to do is buy you a drink and be friendly. I'm not playing any games. I'm up here on business, so... What do you say we just shake and...
Maldo, for Christ's sake, put that gun down. You must have been drinking all day. You kids get the hell out. I can't let you meet here anymore. It's too dangerous.
Let's get out of here, Mariposa.
327.8 centimeters. Phosphorus yellow contact area increasing volume. Vital forces functioning at minimum level only throughout the body.
Dr. Clemens has separated the yellow phosphorus from its radioactive isotope.
How did it get into my sheep's body?
We can't be sure yet, Eddie. However, my study of the fossil imprints I've been excavating would seem to indicate that those 19th century miners actually did see a living animal. A throwback to the prehistoric age.
The mine monster.
Its system must have excreted an abolite, which complexed with the yellow phosphorus. This resulted in the release of phosphorated gas, which caused flames and explosions deep in the mine, which in turn brought about the blindness and temporary insanity reported by journals of the time. Thus, we have a rationale for the so-called visions of the miner's legend. Then, in the great mine disaster of 1874, the animal was incinerated. In time, those smoking compounds must have seeped up into areas above the mine shaft on the other side of the mountain, near what is now Eddie's ranch.
On my grazing land.
The compounds must have been ingested by the mother sheep. That's what's responsible for the embryo's growth rate. Ah, hell. Look, I haven't had a decent meal since yesterday. Mariposa, you'll have to take the night monitor shift. Guess we all have to graze if we want to survive, hey, Eddie?
There's the dead body.
Go on, get back. Go on. Go on, beat it.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire!
I tell you, I've had it with Arta. She's been consorting
I
with
wish
her.
you could have seen yourself when you came back. You were drunk and disgusting. Thank God no one saw it.
No one will know about it, Charles, I promise you.
Well, looks like you're enjoying our Western hospitality, Barnstable. I thought you'd be leaving town by now. A civilized person would have taken no for an answer. My friend, we don't break ranks when we see Eastern money. We're a loyal community, Barnstable.
Just a rip-roaring old two-gun western town, eh? Right, Philip? Huh?
Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. Contest closes at sundown. Whoever eats the most pie will be declared champion of the Comstock. Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. All benefits to the Ladies' Bazaar.
Barnstable. You son of a bitch.
Just watch out.
Phil, just about to have another drink on the Rifle Corporation. Won't you join us?
Well, thank you, Barnstable.
Now that's the way we do it up in the Comstock. Why don't you all drink and get friendly?
Phil, I think I should apologize for the pie incident. I guess we all acted like kids. Anyway, I'm sorry it happened.
I had too much to drink the other day. I'm afraid I said some unattractive things.
I've been called a lot worse things in my day.
You know, it's a tragedy that two men can't relate to each other anymore like gentlemen.
I think I'm finally beginning to understand you people up here.
Hey, look, this place closes in a few minutes. We can break open some good cognac at my place. I have a magnificent view of the canyon.
Nice place you've got here.
Yeah.
I see you get a piece of the action.
Naturally, I'll have to inform Mr. Reich and Mr. Silverdale of your offer. You've got no class at all, Phil.
Suspect is booked, Mr. Silverdale. No problem. Security blanket is in effect. I think we can keep this out of the papers. Mr. Maldov was treated at the St. Francis Community Hospital for flesh wounds at 3:30 this morning. Patient should be released sometime tomorrow. 10-4.
7TL 39 clear. 13 T6 call, John Zebra.
What the hell are you people doing to me? I haven't done anything.
State Patrol doesn't go into Silverdale County.
Hey, Torch, get over here.
12-7, come in.
You can't put people in jail for no reason at all. I haven't done anything. Now look, I admit I got a little drunk with that Maldov, but that doesn't give him any right to hit me over the head. Let me out of here. I want to use the telephone. Answer me, you bastard!
All right, Constable. Calm down.
I want to see my lawyer.
Calm down.
I demand my constitutional rights. I want a lawyer now. When Reich hears about this, your town's dead. Do you hear me? Dead!
Well, apparently you're not aware of the charges against you, Barnstable. Last night, after an evening of carousing in front of witnesses, you repaid Mr. Maldov's offer of hospitality by attempting to murder him.
There's something jamming my network. From above Indian Flats. Illegal equipment's operating out there.
All right, closer. Pull the master switch. Watch out. This could discharge phosphorated gas. I've got to control it now.
Could I dump some water over here? It's still smoking.
It's all right, Eddie. Dr. Clemens knows what he's doing.
Don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. Leave that damn water alone. It's the worst thing for electrical fires.
Stand back, you two. I'm going to connect an auxiliary cable. Okay, we're all right now.
The whole thing's starting to shake like it's having a fit.
I'm going to inject actinomycin D intravenously. We've got to keep it in a state of hibernation.
The spasms are subsiding. The There's a regular pattern developing. Look.
It's incredible. Entire cell areas seem to be multiplying, expanding the tissues like a giant hydra colony.
Gentlemen, I have asked you here to volunteer in the spirit of our city's first Vigilance Committee, the Society of the 601. As you know, there's been an attempt on my life. I must report to you, we are dealing with no ordinary criminal. Christopher Barnstable comes to us representing the largest mining interests in the world, Reich International. Are we to let this opportunist buy our land? Poison our air! And threaten our citizens with acts of violence? We must face Mr. Reich and his gangster emissaries with courage and strength. Law and order will form the backbone of our resolve.
Years ago, the 601 would have lynched
We can't resort to mob rule. Barnstable will suffer swift and exact justice. No scandal, do you understand? I don't want anything messy to happen.
Hey! Hey! Gotta wait for the justice man. Set right for the justice man. Kneel for the justice man.
I wish I could have prevented this, Barnstable. But I can't dispute the will of the majority. And the nasty publicity. I'm sure your employer wouldn't want any of this to get out. After our little ritual is over, your body will be discovered at the bottom of the Yellow Jacket mine. Your neck will have been broken in the fall. It's only 1,000 feet down. You should have never tried to escape, Barnstable.
Alta, how the hell did you find out?
One of those black-shirted bastards shot off at the mouth of my place last night.
I gotta get to a phone. My head's bleeding again.
Look, hang on. With my lights off, I think we can lose him in the dark. If we can make it to Indian Flats, I think Cyrus Clemens will help us.
It's Barnstable. Dr. Clemens, our opposed to hurry. It's Mr. Barnstable. He's hurt bad.
I don't care how bad he's hurt. Keep him away from the hybrid. No interruptions. It's critical.
I'm sorry, but Doc Clemens says no one gets him.
I want this man captured alive. Can you hear me clearly? If Barnstable reaches the outside, there could be grave repercussions. Remember that.
Fasten your tear gas canisters.
Now, I'll be in constant communication with all personnel. We have already cut off the surrounding exits to Indian Flats. Good hunting, gentlemen.
Squads 1 through 7. Advance to entrance point A.
Come on, men! Take cover. He may be armed.
As soon as he shows himself, we blast him with the gas. If he's somewhere down in Clemens' lab, we'll have to shoot our way in.
Smoke him out. I want him put on ice till I contact Wright. Will you put that gun away, Philip?
I'm ready to drop the gas whenever you say, Mr. Silverdale.
All right, Barnstable. We know you're down there. We'll give you just 10 seconds to come out, and then we're coming in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Barnstable. Fire!
Nobody goes in there. It's full of gas.
We gotta save the creature!
Gotta get out there and stop this. Kill my experiment. They must be stopped! Call off your men!
Cease fire, men!
Taraposa, Eddie, Alta, come on out. I've made a deal with Silverdale. Barnstable's over there in the doorway.
There's Barnstable. Get him, men!
Freeze, you bastard!
Boy's dead. What the hell have you done, Clemens?
Track that damn
What kind of beast was that?
Easy, take it easy. That's my hybrid out there, Silverdale. You can't kill it. We've got to capture it alive.
We're lucky bonanza days are over, and the tourists have all gone home. Look at the size of those footprints.
Whatever it is, Clemens, we'll deal with it internally.
I don't want the National Guard or the federal government involved. We'll handle this ourselves.
I'm inclined to agree with you for once, Silverdale. The existence of such an animal could create a dangerous wave of panic. Things could get out of control.
We could hunt it down. Swear in more deputies.
Killing is a last resort, Maldove. This may be one of the most important scientific discoveries in history. If we can isolate the animal, study it, we may have the key to the mystery of creation itself.
Maybe the monster is some sort of sign, a messenger. Anyway, I hope I find him first.
What a masterpiece of scientific reasoning, my dear. You're a credit to your mentor.
Let her go. She's been under a lot of strain.
You won't hurt me, will you? What is it? Don't be frightened. I've been following you all the way from the glory hole. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm your friend. You've got to have food and care. You'll never survive up here alone. Come on. Follow me. Come on. Down the mountain where you'll be warm and safe with me. Come on.
Are you all right?
Yes, Eddie. But he wasn't going to kill me, even after you threw the rock at him.
He was wild. What else could I do?
Mariposa! Where are you going? Come back! Mariposa!
This is an official announcement. A state of emergency is in force. There is no cause for panic, fellow citizens. Our emergency communications network is in effect. Our Vigilance Committee is now operating all media outposts. Do not, I repeat, do not attempt to use your telephones as the lines have been appropriated for official use. Now, until we discover the cause of certain unexplained events, following the recapture of Christopher Barnstable by our deputy patrol, I hereby declare martial law throughout Silverdale County. Curfew is in effect.
Over here!
My God, this is becoming a nightmare, Clemens. Your beast is heading for our city.
Strange. Seems to be leaving a clear trail. There's a definite pattern to it, too. It's obviously in higher intelligence than we thought.
This is ridiculous.
I can't accept this concept of intelligence. I say it's a damaged mongoloid beast. But if you have discovered a throwback, Clemens, we could capture it for our museum.
50 cents a head for children, $1.75 for families. Could support our whole restoration program. Or we could even get the old Snow Mountain Railroad running again.
The cat just Stupid. Everybody believes. Here, hey. Marshmallows. They think there's a monster around here. Do you believe in that? You believe in the monsters? I don't believe there's a monster in the hills. Stupid adults believe in it. Yeah. These are good hot dogs. Everybody Dum believes in monsters. Yeah. The adults are I don't believe in monsters.
I repeat, keep all children off the streets. All deputies will maintain 24-hour surveillance until we track this thing down.
The beast is out there in the canyon. Our best guess is he's somewhere past Julia Bulette's grave on the road up Sugarloaf Mountain. Now, Dr. Clemens informs me that the cold night air may have temporarily interrupted his rampage. He may be in a state of exhaustion. If he is near the summit, as we think he is, we may have to dismount, and that could be dangerous. Now, if we can encircle him at the top, there's a good chance we can bring him back alive. He's a most valuable prize, I assure you.
You all have your ropes and cables? As you encircle the animal, move closer until you have him tied securely. If you can hold him for a few seconds, I'll be able to inject him with a tranquilizer.
Move up with caution. Maintain your discipline. Good hunting, men.
Aye.
Cheers.
Here he is! Surround him, men! Watch yourself. Move back.
Get the ropes on it. Lasso it. Move in there, quick, men. Get the ropes on it. Clemens, we've got him. As soon as he's quiet, drag him down to the dump.
You see, by preventing the people from selling their mine leases to you, I was able to buy them all myself, all in the interest of conservation. Even picked up Doc Clemens' lease on Indian flats. Even if your preposterous story were true, Barnstable, I'm afraid no one would believe you. See, it's your word against Mr. Maldorf's.
That son of a bitch tried to frame me. Kept me locked up with that crazy sheriff, and you let it all happen. Even silenced Alta.
Well, as my grandfather used to say, time is the eternal judge of events, Barnstable. I'm afraid it's all water over the dam now. You see, you became an embarrassment to Mr. Reich, and I protected his reputation. I sold the mining leases to Reich International on my terms. Here's the confirmation.
You really did it. You really did it.
Yes, I'm reactivating the old mines. Reich and I have agreed that the charge of attempted murder against you will be dropped. You're technically a free man. My deputies will escort you to Reno Municipal Airport tonight, and Reich's plane will pick you up there. I believe you have a new assignment in Asia.
You haven't restored the past up here, Silverdale. You've destroyed the present.
Town meeting will come to order!
I've arranged a diversion, an entertainment.
I think Mr. Reich would like you to witness this announcement. Down in front, order! Let's go, Gary.
The crisis we have suffered is at an end. Thanks to the swift and courageous action of our volunteer committee of vigilance, we may all return to our everyday tasks in peace and security. The wild beast, whose rampages wreak havoc on private property, threatening the lives of women and little children, has been captured. Dr. Clemens informs me that this creature's existence is of profound interest to the world's scientific community and must be kept here in our most isolated part of town. Naturally, the Comstock Historical Society has accepted custody of the specimen and will release news of its discovery to the outside world in due course. Now, we may expect more visitors to Silverdale County, but revenues from tourism will more than make up for the inconvenience.
You're not going to make a circus out of an important scientific discovery, Silverdale. I'll protest.
Shut up! And I have more good news. We have received a cable from Rupert Reich himself offering unlimited funds in the common interest of conservation. And for our first project, Reich will restore the old Silver Queen and Yellow Jacket mines to their original working order as an historical monument.
He sold us all out.
It's a trick. He's lying.
Can't you people see what's happening?
And the Sun Mountain Railroad will run again on golden rails built by a new bonanza.
Lies! 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 Lies!
He stole our mission. Silverdale's got our money.
Oh, lies!
Son of a bitch!
Lies!
Get out of here!
Liar! Lies!
Alan Brad! Shut up! Shut up, Dad!
We hate you! Lies! Lies! Lies!
Knock it off! It's them in Silverdale!
Lies! Lies!
Look, fellow citizens, feast your eyes on the eighth wonder of the world.
Horrible. Killed my son.
You're nothing with your life, Faldo. Stop them! 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 Right into them! Run them down! Kill them! Right into them! Run them down! Make them pay! Make them all pay! Kill them! Make them pay! Make them all pay! Dan, run them down! Kill the traitor first before the rest, man! Fellow citizens, we are the custodians of an era! In hope, signal, waiting! I have dedicated my life to the restoration of this famous bonanza citadel! Get away from the children!
Go on, everybody! Run! The truck's full of gas! It'll explode!
Monstro!
An eye for an eye! Violence in the name of justice controls the masses! It always has! Do you hear me, Barnstable? I've beaten you! Time is the eternal judge of events! Do you hear me, Barnstable? Do you hear me?